Today we're going to be ranking all of Dark Souls 1 bosses, so stick around and we'll see what is the top of the top. So I've played the shit out of Dark Souls Remastered. I've played it since the beginning. I have the art book, I have the soundtrack. I've been a fan since the very fucking first day. I didn't even know how to upgrade my weapons when I was playing it. It was that bad, but I think I've done solo level 1 runs and all that shit, so I know the bosses inside and out. So I know which ones are shit, and there are some shit ones. And I know which ones are amazing. So let's get on with it, with the shit, the F tier, the dog shit, worst fucking Dark Souls bosses in Dark Souls 1. And you all know what's going to be last place. You all know it, you've played the game. Bed of Chaos. Easily the worst boss in any, and I mean any game I've played. Easily the worst boss. For a game about action RPG, and you throw a platforming section in randomly, the floor's falling out randomly, the boss can push you into it, and it's not even like good animation, it's just kind of like moving you along, and then you're falling into the hole. Then you have to keep running to the same place, sliding down that thing, falling in the hole again. You have to go to each side, destroy each part of the boss, then you have to do a fucking jump over a hole, and then hit it once in the middle and it's dead. So it's not even challenging. It's more about memory. Like, the floor's gonna open here, it's gonna open here. I have to completely memorize this goddamn floor pattern and pray that it doesn't just sweep me into one of the holes. It's bullshit. It's the worst. Instant F. You know, I'm gonna put another one here as well. One which I just don't like. I've never liked, I always skip. Demon Fire Sage. We've had the Asylum Demon, we've had the Stray Demon, you know. The Asylum Demon, pretty fucking fun. Stray Demon, it's the same thing, but it's harder. You go back to the same place. I get it. You see it in the beginning. Interesting. Demon Fire Sage, it's just another one of them. Reskinned red with some fire AoE and some fire attacks. Nah. F. Fucking awful. Who wants reskinned enemies anyway? Get down to the shit tier, you stupid, fat, red fuck. Now with that out of the way, let's get to D tier. Some of the ones which aren't quite absolute travesties, but are still not that good. And I'm going to start with the Stray Demon, like I said. It's a copy and paste of the Asylum Demon. It's a bit stronger. You go back to the start, the tutorial level. You fight it. It's fun how you fall through the floor. You do see it at the very beginning, roaming around downstairs, so it's a cool little throwback. It's a fun fight, but it's just a reskin, so it's D tier. Reskin D tier. Next up, Centipede Demon. Yeah, you know, the area you fight it on, it's not fun. There's lava everywhere. There's a small little platform. The boss is just strange. The camera is just all over the place. It's not a fun fight. You know, the boss is kind of interesting designed. I've never been really annoyed with this fight. Some people have, I've seen, but I've always killed it really easy, but God, imagine being stuck on this fight. It would just be hell. And then that fucking bright orange everywhere in Lost Izalith. Yeah, no thanks. You're going into D. Also in D, Ceaseless Discharge. I think Lost Izalith and Demon Ruins just has all the worst bosses crammed into one area. This is no exception. It looks kind of cool. You know, it looks cooler than Centipede Demon. You got this giant demon looking at you. So you run, you take the Shadow Set, or whatever the fuck it's called. I know it's not the Shadow Set. The Witch of Hemlock, whatever thing it is. The Grim Reaper, the Nazgul, whatever you want to call it. You take that because it's fucking sick. Then you run back to the fog gate. He follows you really slowly. He slowly slams his hand and completely misses you, even though you're just standing there. And you're like, what are you doing? And then you hit him, and he falls and dies. And that's the boss. Those are your souls, that's the boss. If you didn't know that technique, you could try and bait out his attacks and attack him, but that's so fucking long and boring. No one wants to do that. You want to do that method. You want it over and done with as quick as possible, and that shows that boss is not that good. So, D tier. Right, one more boss is here, and you're probably like, where the fuck is Pinwheel? Not here. I'm putting the Capra Demon here. I always hated this fight. I always try and avoid it. You can avoid it. You can completely skip it and go straight to Blighttown. And my problem isn't the boss itself. I like that he has two dogs that attack you and then he runs at you. He does not fight fair. He is not a fair fucking fight. But it's that boss room. It's so goddamn small. Sometimes you can be fighting him for fucking ages. Even though you know that he's weak to, like, you have a Black Knight weapon, you run in, you hit him like 3 times and he's dead. It's not that hard. What makes it hard is you run in, you swing, and then you hit the side of a building, and you're like, oh. And then the two dogs stun lock you, and then he kills you. Within a second. As soon as opening that fog gate, you're dead within a second. That's what I don't like about it. What you have to do is walk into the fog gate, swing straight the fucking way, kill both those dogs in one hit, and then the boss is easy. So it's either too easy or it's too hard. And that's why it's in D tier. I don't want a boss which is either super easy or super hard. I love the design, but yeah, the room and the two dogs, fuck it. Next up, C tier. This is where Pinwheel's coming. I don't hate him like a lot of people do. I love his design. I love where he's placed. I love that you can get to him straight away when you first start the game. You know, if you know what you're doing, you can get to him straight away. He's kind of easy. He's the easiest boss. But I love that he can clone himself. He's in a cool kind of library-esque place. You get the masks, which are interesting. So the drops are cool. Location's cool. Boss room's cool. I can actually walk around in this boss room. There's only two dogs attacking me. Fun boss, notoriously easy, but it doesn't mean he's bad. You know, just because he's easy doesn't mean he's bad. He's cool to me. Next, Moonlight Butterfly. Another one people hate, but I don't know why. It's a cool design. It's an elegant design. I love the boss arena. I know it's just a bridge, but you can just easily run around and dodge those giant laser beams. Easily dodge the little laser stabby stuff that it throws out. Sure, you have to wait for it to fly down, but you should have a good enough weapon to, like, kill it within 3 times. 3 times it comes down, you should be able to kill it. And if you got magic, makes it fucking easy. Yeah, I don't have any problems with this. Maybe I'm the only one, but I think it's fine. Also, Gaping Dragon. The design on this, I almost want to put it higher. The design on this is fucking excellent. It's like a dragon, like a vagina teeth dragon. When it does that, that intro, I was like, this is scary. But the dragon itself, 10 out of 10. The fight itself, 4 out of 10. Not that good. But it does have some tricks up its sleeve. If it grabs you and just fucking insta-kills you, and when it runs at you, it's scary. Or when it's like doing that and then it just slams down. So it has some cool attacks. It's a very cool spectacle fight. Not challenging. Not that fun, but it's a cool spectacle. And for that, I'll put it a bit higher. Because I still love the design. I love the boss room. You can summon Solaire. It's fairly fun. It's alright. It's a good... It's C tier. It's a good C tier. Finally in C tier, Seath the Scaleless. One of the main bosses in the game. This low down. My problem with this one is once you fought it once, subsequent ones, it's a bit easy. You run past it, you destroy the crystal. He's now weak to your attacks. You basically dodge his little tail swipe. Keep hitting him in the butt. He dies. It's fine. The main problem is that, once you've killed him the first time, next times it's not that fun. Also, he doesn't do a lot of attacks. He does some AoE cursey stuff, which doesn't really do anything. And then some swipes, which don't really do anything. So he's not that aggressive. He's not that interesting. The design's fucking awesome, though. The design's fucking awesome. And his lore's awesome, but fight-wise, middle of the road, C. So B tier, gonna start with the 4 kings, the 4 fucking assholes. And I remember doing a Soul Level 1 run, and then I decided to just fight these guys first. That was so bad. But yeah, these guys are one of the hardest in the game. They just keep respawning. It says 4 kings. It's more like an infinity kings that keep fucking coming in at you. But cool design, cool concept. You're in pitch darkness, basically in the abyss, and you're fighting them. Yeah, I mean, I love everything about it aside from the fact that they just keep coming until you have to out DPS them. A lot of them is about strategy. This is you out DPS them or you will die. That's it for this fight. So, it's better than C because the design's cool, the fight's cool, but just because you have to out DPS them, it's going to go into B. Iron Golem next. Awesome. awesome fight at the top of Sen's fortress, amazing golem, when you run it in, it just throws that shockwave at you. But it's easy. It's fairly easy, you know. You make it fall off the edge pretty easy. Even if you don't and you fight it normally, it's still kind of easy. You can get Iron Knight Tarkus to help you, but he can kill you if you're not careful. Many times where he's grabbed me and then just thrown me off the edge, and I'm like, how did I die to that? I died to him. So, you know, he can kill you, but it's fairly rare. He's quite an easy boss, but he's cool, so B tier. Next up, Gravelord Nito. I love the design, probably one of my favourite designs in the entire game. I love the Tomb of Giants, unpopular opinion. I love the dark area because it's spooky as fuck. You got to use the skull lanterns. Awesome design for me, love it. Love skeletons, love all this creepy shit. The one thing I don't like is how you have to take fall damage whenever you start it, and then he can just instantly use the Gravelord sword, or whatever the fuck it's called, and then the sword comes out and hits you again, and you're like, well, now I need to heal or I'm dead. But I guess it brings urgency to the fight, so yeah, you know, swings and roundabouts. Yeah, design, fight, creepiness, love it all, B tier. Now we come to the Asylum Demon, the tutorial boss. I think it's a great tutorial boss. You know, it teaches you plunge damage, teaches you that if you fuck up, you can die, teaches you urgency, teaches you you don't need to fight it normally, you can run away from the first part, and also it teaches you if you pick firebombs, you can kill it straight away and get its hammer straight away. It's a great teaching tool. I love bosses like this, kind of like Great Jagras in Monster Hunter. I love bosses which, you know, they're easy, but they help the player understand certain fundamentals of the game. Asylum Demon does it really well. I just wish they didn't copy and paste it into Stray and Demon Fire Sage. Fire Sage. So yeah, B tier. Same for Taurus Demon. Bit better though. You know, it's the first proper boss, if you go in the correct pathway to in the game. It's awesome. You don't expect it. It just jumps down and you're like, fuck, that's big. It's got a massive axe. Run. Again, this teaches you plunge attacks are key, because you can kill it in 3 plunge attacks. You know, if you have a good weapon, 3 plunge attacks and it's gone. But if you fight it mano a mano on the bridge, it's even more intense. Roll under its legs, attack its feet, it can like swing behind you. It can also fall off the edge. There's so many cool parts of this fight, cool bridge, cool area in the game, and it's just a cool fucking demon. Finally, the last one in B, Dark Sun Gwendolyn. Love the lore, love the look, you know? I love everything about it, but the fight can get a bit annoying. It keeps teleporting further and further away, and it's a very range-heavy battle. And he can one-shot you. He can one-shot the fuck out of you. So you always got to be careful. You always got to like DPS him as soon as you get near him, because he'll just teleport away. But he's cool. Love the lore. Love his look. And the battle's okay. So, you know, B tier. Now moving on to A tier, with one people will crucify me for. Great Wolf Sith is A. I know it should be S. Looks-wise, it's S. But fight-wise, it's not that good. You know, it's kind of one of the spazzy Dark Souls fights where you're fighting the camera more than you're fighting the boss. And you're always under it trying to attack it. It's because the best way to kill it is standing right under it. You know, under its belly, attacking its legs, because it'll just keep spinning around with its sword. But I love the lore. I love that it comes again in the DLC as the baby version. It's amazing. It's just protecting Artorias' grave, which we'll get to soon. Yeah. It starts limping at the end, you know. I want to put it S, but fight-wise, I'm talking about fights for most of these. It's fine. It's fine, so A tier. Also A tier, Manus. I almost wanted to put it S, but I'm just going to leave just about 4 or 5 for S. Manus is a crazy fight. You get the pendant, you can block all the dark magic. You know, he's mental, he's like a monkey with a giant stick, just slamming everything. High damage output, high difficulty, cool fight. Yeah, this is an A+. A+, awesome fight, Manus. Joining it, Sanctuary Guardian. Another awesome fight. It can hit you with the poison tail and poison you. It can fly around, shoot lightning at you, swipe you with its paws. Lots of good attacks. Very challenging, in my opinion. One of the most challenging bosses in the game, for me, personally. Probably harder than Notorious for me. But, yeah, it has everything. Cool open boss arena. A challenge to get the DLC started. So, yeah, awesome boss. Belfry Gargoyles next. Another awesome challenge. You know, when you first start and you're like, shit, yeah, I'm gonna roof fight this gargoyle. And then a second one jumps down and you're like, I have to fight two things at once? This is impossible. I remember this being way harder when I first started. Way goddamn harder. It's a nice balance, you know. The health bars aren't that big. You can kill them pretty easy, but you just have to make sure they don't overwhelm you. Unlike Dark Souls 2, where the gargoyles there's like 10 of them. That's a stupid ass fight. That's gonna be an F when I do that. Spoiler. It's a nice balance between like difficulty and not being too stupid. Cool rooftop to fight them in. Cool fight in general. Yeah, just love it overall. So yeah, 100% A tier. Next up, Crossbreed Priscilla. This fight's fucking awesome. Always love this one. It's an invisible boss. You gotta look for her footsteps in the snow. Massive scythe, dragon tail. Come on. Come on. Fucking amazing fight. Amazing fight. Once you hit her, when she's invisible and she becomes visible, it's kind of easy. Dodge the scythe swings. Don't get bleeded or bled. Don't get bleeded. And, you know, it's fairly easy. But when it's invisible, it's like, what's gonna happen? Where's she gonna hit me from? And then she hits you from behind, you're like, fuck. So, risk reward, but if you know what you're doing, it's fine. It's a fine fight. So yeah, awesome. A tier. Finally, one last one in A tier is gonna be the king himself, the Lord of Sunlight, Gwyn. You know, you just want that music playing. The doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom. Come on. Best soundtrack in the game. Awesome fight. But if you parry him, he's a fucking joke and he's easy. But I never knew how to parry in Dark Souls. So, I do now. I needed to for my soul level 1 run in Dark Souls 3. Fucking hell, Pontiff. But yeah. Parry him is easy, but you fight him normally, he's quite a good challenge. Just your character gets his character, flaming sword versus whatever the fuck you have, dodging his swings, dodging his lightning. It's awesome. Awesome fight, and yeah, I think it deserves A, but it doesn't deserve S. So that leaves four bosses in S tier for me personally. First one, Ornstein the Smough, of course, probably the hardest boss in gaming. I mean, he's not hard to me now, but for people who don't know, he is ridiculous. Ornstein with his spear, Smough with his giant hammer, you fight them both at once. But unlike the gargoyles, he doesn't give you time. He doesn't give you time for the other one to appear. They both attack you at once. Ornstein's fast as fuck, will chase you down. Smough is pretty fast for a fat guy. If you somehow dodge Ornstein, Smough will come down and smack you with a hammer and fucking kill you. So this boss is ridiculous, and when you kill both of them, that's right, 2 health bars, a cutscene plays, whoever you killed gets super powered, new health bar, fight the super powered version. You better bet your sweet ass you kill Ornstein first, because if you have super powered Ornstein second, GG, you know, GG. Next we have Kalameet. Awesome dragon, psychic dragon with the fucking one eye, levitates you in the air. This fight is fucking amazing. Look is amazing, dragons are cool in general, you fight it in a cool open arena. I mean, it levitates you in the air with its psychic eye, come on. This fight is fantastic, an easy S. Next one where people are like, that's right, Quelaag, I think is S tier. She's the first real challenge in the game. First real challenge. You know, you got those lava pools she spits out. You have all her swipes that she can do, which has massive range. She has that kind of AoE burst, which can one-shot you if you're not careful. She can do the jump and spit loads of lava pools. You have to watch out for the lava on the floor. You have to watch out for her attacks. It's a great challenge. One of the best challenges in the game and one of the best designs and cutscenes in the game. Come on. Can I get a come on? So yeah. Love Quelaag, instant S. And that comes to the best boss of them all, Artorias. Artorias is also in S and our last boss. There is a reason Sif was guarding Artorias' grave, because Artorias was a knight and he fought the abyss, he fought the darkness, became overcome with it, and he's fighting you, the player, to stop you from, having the same fate. He has flippy attacks where he smashes his greatsword down. When you fight Artorias, he's not at his full strength. He's using his weak hand to fight you with, because his other is broken. When you see him fight, he's only using one hand. He usually has his Artorias shield with him, which he doesn't have. So he's fighting you with the wrong hand. His other hand is broken. He's been consumed by the darkness, and he still is a force to be reckoned with. Flipping everywhere, spinning, the fucking just every attack is a masterpiece. Masterpiece. He's in like a Colosseum area as well. The spectacle is amazing. The lore is amazing. Artorias is amazing. The weapons are amazing. The fight's amazing. Best one in the game, easily. So that does it for my tier list. Hopefully you had fun. Let me know in the comments below your favourite Dark Souls boss. How would you rank them? Would it be like this? Let me know, and we'll see you again on another video.